Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I'm actually here at Allegory Gallery. How are you all doing today? I know I'm coming in a little bit early. It's a little bit early for y'all. Normally we go live at 7:30, but sometimes on Fridays I break that rule and I go live after I shut down the store, and that's the case today. So we're going live a little bit early. Hello, Sparrow. Thank you for joining in. If you are out there, please say hello. I have us streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And today we are going to look at some artwork, some jewelry, and some pottery that is all available at 25% off. Now, why 25% off? Well, if you missed the news, we sent out an email newsletter and a text message today, but we are doing a 25% off sale in the online store to celebrate Andrew's birthday. Andrew's birthday is on September 25th, so next Wednesday. And we decided to run a sale in the online store to help raise some money. There are a few things he'd like to do. And we're considering different plans that we can make, but being a small business, we put the majority of our money back into the business. We don't take much money out. So we live very frugally, and we do not generally have money to go on vacations or anything like that. So we're looking to hopefully take a day or an overnight trip for Andrew's birthday. As some of you know, his birthday last year was not great. I'm not going to get into it all, but his birthday last year was kind of ruined by some online drama. So we're hoping to make that a better year this year. And we have some plans for that. But we decided to have a birthday celebration in the online store, so you can save 25% off pretty much, I think, everything. I don't think there's anything excluded. So everything in the online store should be 25% off. And today I'm going to show you some artwork from Andrew, some pottery from me, and some jewelry maybe from both of us that is available. The artwork and the pottery is all in the online store, so that is easy to grab. But the jewelry is something that if you would like it, you just have to send us an email. Because it's jewelry that's in the store. It's never been put into the online store. And so, Marianne says early. I know, right? It's early. It's Friday. Fridays are sometimes early. The jewelry has never been put into the online store. It's only been an in-store item that's available. And so we're going to do 25% off of some of the in-store jewelry as well. I figured, hey, why not? Why not, right? So yes, again, we're coming to you early because it's Friday. I'm at the store on Fridays, and I can either just keep going with work after I close the store up, or I can take a pause, drive home, find something for the live, and try to be ready by 7:30, and it's messy sometimes. So today, we're going early. So hello, for all of you out there who can be here early with me, thank you so much for joining in. Hopefully everything is streaming okay. I am not on Wi-Fi here. We don't have Wi-Fi here at the store, so I see Cindy has joined us over on Instagram. Thank you, Cindy. Good to see you again. Cindy had just stopped in here earlier today. Yeah, so what's everyone doing today? How's everyone? Everything going okay? How's Marianne out there? How are you, Sparrow? Let me know in the comments how everyone's doing, what you're up to. I answered some emails today. I got some more emails after I answered emails, so I still have more emails to answer. But I was here at the store all day, kind of organizing, getting the place a little bit straightened out from having Ava here. We should have done that when we closed, last week. But we were kind of all very, very tired after such a big weekend. So we closed down things and kind of left and just went home. So I kind of tidied up around here, got things a little bit more organized, got myself a little organized. I worked on some digital stuff. So On Apple Maps, I think we were still in Ligonier, so I worked on that to get us over to our new address. That should be populating through. I found out where on Apple Maps you can actually log in to put up pictures of your place and make it look more welcoming and change. They had us as a jewelry store, I think. No, they had us as an art gallery. And while that is part of what we are, that is not mainly what we are. So they actually have a bead store category. Imagine that. It sounds funny, but we're so into the beads that we're like, bead store, of course. Everybody has a bead store category. No, they do not. Many of the places where I try and get us on maps and things like that, like TripAdvisor and Yelp and Google, and a lot of them do not have bead store as a category. So I have to say either arts and crafts store or jewelry store or art gallery. And I think that's what happened is I had originally set us up on Apple Maps a long time ago, or maybe when we moved in, probably 6 or 7 years ago when we moved into our other location in Ligonier, and they didn't have bead store, so we had to deal with it being an art gallery. Whereas now we can be a bead store. Hallelujah. So I worked on stuff like that today. My mom came up today, and I sat with my mom and chatted and caught up with her for a good while. She was up here hanging out, and it was good to see her and actually get a chance to hang out. It seems like it's the only time we get to hang out is if she comes visit up here. So I did that, and just the normal stuff today. Marion says, watching the weather changes from cloudy to sunny to cloudy and windy. Yeah, it's been beautiful here. I can't complain. It's hot. It was 80 some degrees today and a little bit humid. And that sun was hot. I don't know how the sun feels hotter than ever, but it was very hot today, I feel like. And so I stayed in here at the store most of the day. At one point, though, I didn't even have the air on in here, and I felt chilly. So I went and sat on the stoop and did some work on the stoop. But I talked to some of the neighbors. Some of the neighbor kids were around, so they stopped in for a little bit and looked around. So that was nice. Always good to see the young people in. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so that's life today. For all of you following what's going on, Andrew is now in Providence, Rhode Island. And he is there with his Spark retreat. And I'm going to forget what it is, so I have it loaded up here. So Spark is Smiths for the Promotion of Accessibility, Representation, and Community. And Spark is the BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, People of Color cohort of the Society of Inclusive Blacksmiths. So you have the Society of Inclusive Blacksmiths, and Spark is a cohort, a smaller subsection of that. And Spark is hosting their first BIPOC Smiths retreat. And that is in the Steel Yard in Providence, Rhode Island. So Andrew took off yesterday to drive up to Rhode Island. He was going to leave earlier in the day, and he did not leave until just about when I was on my live yesterday at around 7:30 last night. And he got to Rhode Island at about 8 after 5 a.m. today. So I did not sleep very well. That's another reason I'm doing this live early, is so that I can go home and kind of be done once I get home, because I was up throughout the night checking my phone just to make sure he's not calling. You know, my phone goes on silent, but his calls are supposed to come through and his texts are supposed to come through, but I don't always hear them when I'm asleep, or sometimes the technology doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to. So I kept getting up in the middle of the night to check my phone and make sure he was okay. Of course, he sent me his little tracker, his ETA, so I could keep a track of him and where he was. And we have that for our family anyway. So I was watching his journey. Every time I got up, I'd check and make sure his little dot was still moving, so I knew that he was moving and not, in in an accident or anything like that, my anxious self. And at about 4:55 or something, I woke up and I was like, he should be close. And I checked and he was within about 10 minutes. And so I watched his little dot go all the way and find out where he was. And then said, glad you made it, you know, all that good stuff. We chatted for a little bit over text. He showed me a picture of his place where he is, and yeah, so he made it safe and sound. It took him from about 7 or 8 o'clock last night until about 5 in the morning to get there. But he was up and at 'em early today. He went over to, I forget what the name of the museum. He went to a museum today to check that out. And today I think was setup day, is what they're doing. And so, yeah, Friday's arrival, setup, and they're meeting for dinner somewhere tonight. So that should be exciting. Hopefully he has a good time. He said the weather was not great up there. It's a little bit rainy and I think a little bit kind of misty. And he said the raindrops were very big raindrops, very wet raindrops. So, and a little bit, I think, chilly, he said. So, while it's not great, hopefully they have a good day tomorrow. Tomorrow's, they're going to have like an icebreaker. I'm reading off the list. Icebreaker, they're going to have a keynote presentation, a demonstration, and then lunch and dinner in between all those. And then Sunday, they're going to have some open studio time so the attendees can actually try the processes that were demonstrated the day before. And the demonstrators will be there to assist them. And then they're going to have lunch and a discussion and all that. So on Sunday. So he should be coming back Sunday night, I believe, but he also got an invitation from one of his friends to hang out, I think, or was that? No, maybe that's not up there. I think that's on our next trip, I think. I don't know all the details always. He tells me things and I just sometimes don't know what trip they're actually for. Hopefully he will have a good time. Hopefully they'll have a good turnout. It is their first one, so we don't know how it is, how it's going to be. And it is only for BIPOC persons, so Black, Indigenous, people of color. It is an event only to be attended by them. So hopefully they will pull in people. There are some really nice schools around that area, and it's a really big jewelry area in Providence. So hopefully they'll get a lot of great people and it'll be greatly attended and everybody will have a lot of fun. I believe they are planning more for a few years going forward here. I think they have a few in the works. So I don't know when they'll open up the talk on all of that, but I know they've been preparing for more. Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Says, hey, I see one watching. That means time for me to join. Yes, join. Hang out with me. Nancy is here. Hello, Nancy. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I know. I don't know if there's going to be many people today because I'm early and this is not our normal time. And I'm selling things that, or showing things. I'm just showing things today. If you want to buy them, some of them are in the online store. Some of them are going to be, you can just send us an email for them. But this is artwork by Andrew, pottery by me, and jewelry probably from both of us, if I can gather things up. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining in. So please hit the like, share. This is all going to be 25% off. So I'm going to give you the retail price, and you will get 25% off of that, whether you purchase in the online store or I send you an invoice. We can do it either way, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. The discount code in the online store is Happy B Day Andrew. Happy B Day Andrew. I should make a little banner. Let me make a little banner. Let's create a banner, if it'll let me. Happy B Day Andrew. There it is. So that's the code in the online store to save 25%. I probably should talk about that too. Let me save 25% online. So people actually know what that is for. So I don't have to say it every time. There we go. Save 25% online. So if you didn't know, surprise, we're having an online sale. 25% in the online store. Happy B-Day, Andrew, is the discount code to put into your cart when you check out. And it should be 25% off anything. So gemstones, check glass, cast items, AG fine pewter, artwork, pottery, my pendants, Andrew's pendants, wooden pendants, charms, sterling, vintage glass, artisan goods, all of it. I think everything is 25% off in the online store. So if you missed that news, we're celebrating Andrew's birthday, almost at 25th birthday, a little more than that. 25% off. His birthday is September 25th, so we chose 25% off. And we are hopefully raising some funds to take a little day trip or a little overnight trip to either maybe go to the beach. He's been talking about the beach or Niagara Falls, something like that. Something not crazy, but hello, Amanda. But something fun, because his birthday was completely ruined last year. So I'm trying to do something. We decided to have an online sale, trying to do something to make up a little bit for last year's terrible birthday. It wasn't just ruined, he was attacked by many people online. So we're trying to make this year much better. So yeah. So let's see here. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody's comments? I don't think so. I think I said hi to everybody. So I'm going to show you some artwork. I have a little stack started here, and then I'm going to grab some of my pottery around the store because it's all around the store, and I'll grab some of that, and we'll take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at some jewelry. And if you want to purchase anything, it's all 25% off. The artwork and the pottery is in the online store already, and the jewelry is not. So at least most of it. Most of it, you'll just send me an email if you want to purchase it. All right. So unless y'all got anything else to say, what are y'all doing? What's going on? I like to chat with you, but you're not very chatty today. Just saying hi to each other. What's everybody up to? Anybody have anything special going on? Anything fun? Anything interesting? I don't have much interesting today. My day was not terribly interesting. Anybody have anything? No? All right, I'm gonna flip the camera around. We're gonna take a look at some art. You may have seen some of this, you may not have. Sometimes Andrew makes art and we don't really show it off. So I thought this would be a great review of some of the artwork that he's done over the past few years and just take a look at some things. All right, let's get started. I don't know if we're gonna get many more people on today because I'm so early. Nobody even knows. And I didn't put out a banner early because I didn't have time and I wasn't sure actually what I was gonna be doing today. If I was gonna go home first or not. I wasn't sure, but I decided not to. Marianne's had a lazy day. Sander wasn't very productive today. I don't know that I was very productive today. I got some things organized and sorted, and my mom came and we chatted. It was nice to catch up. But I don't know how productive I really was. I should have been more productive. But I got the sale started. I sent out an email. I sent out a text message. I got all that organized. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Especially since I barely slept last night. I was checking in on Andrew so much. I slept very lightly, and so I was awake a lot of the night, up and down, checking on him. And then when I finally had the chance, when he finally got there and I knew he was safe and I had the chance to sleep, of course I could not sleep. Could not fall asleep. So I ended up being up extra, and then I finally fell asleep, and just about in time to get up. Isn't that the way it works? So these first few that I'm going to show you are Andrew's portraits from the other side. And he named each one of these. These were from 2023. They're signed and dated on the back. This one's name was Jude, or is Jude. And these are acrylic on wood. And I figured I'd show you these because, you know, the online store has pictures, but sometimes things don't come across as well in pictures. So these are in the online store, and you can find them if you type in portrait. If you type in portraits or portrait, you will see them. And you can save 25%. These are all $125 to start with, and you'll save 25% off that price. So that almost brings it down to $100 a painting only for original artwork by Andrew. Just use discount code HappyBDayAndrew, and you'll save 25% off everything in the online store. This is Gabriella. Gabriella. I love these paintings. They're very whimsical. You know, Andrew grew up, his mom is from the Philippines, and this is Viviana. And his mom used to tell these magical tales of magical creatures, or at least what seemed to be magical creatures. We've come to find out that some of them are actually real. And he grew up with you know, all these magical tales of creatures, and it led him to, you know, love these fantastical creatures. And so you'll see a lot of that in his artwork. And please feel free to comment as we go along. Say hi if you're out there. Let me know where you're tuning in from. It helps the algorithm. It helps people find us. The more comments we get, the more excited all the algorithms get about us. This is Floyd. This is Floyd. Oops, sorry, I jumped out of Instagram. Let me jump back just to see, make sure no one's talking over there. And again, these are in the online store, allegorygallery.com. And if you type in portraits, you'll jump to the whole collection of portraits from the other side that are available. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us today. We're just doing a relaxed day, Susie, hanging out, looking at some art in the online store that Andrew has. Some of it may not be in the online store, so if you don't find it there, just send me an email. Nancy asked, are these 25% off? Yes, they are. These are in the online store. 25. Everything I'm going to show you today can be grabbed for 25% off. Just go to allegorygallery.com, type in portraits, for example, for these, and use Happy B-Day Andrew as the code to save 25% online. We're celebrating Andrew's birthday coming up on Wednesday, and I'm sure he would love to see a lot of his artwork purchased for his birthday, but feel free to throw anything in your cart, everything in the online store. This is Delphine. Everything in the online store is available at 25% off. And if you can't find these in the online store, just send me an email with a description. For example, this is Delphine, or take a screenshot and send that to me, and I'll work it out for you, send you an invoice. Susie says, I love Andrew's fantastical creations. Thank you. I do too. I do too. This is Liza. Liza. Amanda's going to be right back, hoping to return. We hope you can return too, Amanda. And again, these are portraits from the other side, is the collection or the series these are from. These were done in 2023. They are signed and dated on the back, and each one has a name. This is Liza. And the last one I think I have of these is Evangeline. Evangeline. I always think Evangeline means business. Look at that. She means business. I love these wings. Look at that iridescent paint. All right, this one's a little bit larger. This is not a portrait from the other side. This is actually untitled. There are a number of things I have here that are untitled. So that's why I said, if you can't find something in the online store, you can take a screenshot. That's the easiest way. Sandra says, I have a couple pieces from that collection and love them. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support on not only the beads that we sell and the supplies, but also the artwork and the things that we do. I love, love, love this piece. This is from 2022. This is 155. Look at my very fancy label there, 155. These are all acrylic on wood. She's got that beautiful beaded multi-strand necklace. And I love her wisps of hair sticking out. I love that. All right, so there are those. Let me take those back. I'm going to grab some more. I didn't want to bring too much up because I don't want to have so much art all over the place. Okay. Next up are Andrew's Opal Girl collection. These are Opal Girls. He actually wrote a little short story that goes with these. And let me see if these are in the online store. Opal Girl. They look like they are. These three are in the online store. And the little short story that he wrote is in the description of these. I would read it to you, but it's a fairly long short story. So you can read that description if you'd like. Just type Opal Girl in the online store and check it out. Let me actually raise this up a little bit because these are a little bit bigger. And these are on canvas. They're from 2020. And they are really much more lovely in person than I could get pictures of for the online store. So this is another reason I wanted to show these. Every once in a while, I like to show the art. We don't do it very often, because it's not everyone is going to buy the art, right? That's not. I mean, we're known for art, but not. We sell more beads and stuff, so we don't show it too often, but I feel that it's important to show because to see it in movement is completely different than to see a picture of it. So these are available in the online store. They are $175, and then you would get 25% off of that using discount code HappyBDayAndrew when you check out. So that's one of the Opal Girls. Here's another of the Opal Girls. Look at the beautiful colors. And again, acrylic on canvas, $175 from a series from 2020 from a short story that Andrew wrote. It's pretty much about a witch who gets teased and taunted, and then she makes these little opal girls, opal bird girls. But there's a lot that goes on in this story, so I encourage you to read the story if you get a chance. Just go to our online store, allegorygallery.com, and check out the story. Just search Opal Girls in the online store, and it'll pop right up. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. It says you're joining late. You're late because I'm early, right? You're only late because I'm early. We're just going over some of Andrew's artwork. That we have in the online store, talking about the birthday sale that we're having in the online store, 25% off everything in the online store. And therefore these are 25% off right now. Signed and dated on the back. These are from 2020. Now I need to check to see, we have a few of them, a few of the art pieces back there. That I'm not sure if they're in the online store or not. So I'm going to scroll through here and see. I don't have any of the noble creatures. These are the bigger art pieces that I'm focusing on tonight. There are smaller pieces available in the online store, like the $20 noble creatures, the Here Be Dragons. Those are $34 little collages. The noble creature drawings. Those are $48 for each of those individual drawings. I'm focusing on the higher end, larger paintings tonight. Yes, here are some of those. So I'm going to go grab those next ones. I don't even actually have them priced here in the store. They were only online for a while, and I brought them in. So I get them priced. This will help me do that. Okay, now this one I don't even think is in the online store yet. Is this one. This one didn't even make it into the online store. I've never taken a picture of it. I think Andrew only showed it on Patreon, I believe. I think this was the Patreon digital, one of the benefits of joining our Patreon. And because this was done here in 2024. And this one would be $235. $235 before your 25% off. Lots of detail on this one. Again, this is one that's not available online. If you'd like to purchase it, you can take a screenshot and send it to us. Or if you tell me it's the one that isn't online, I will know which one that is, because I think that's the only one tonight I'm going to show you that I don't think is in the online store. And this is acrylic on canvas, untitled. At least I don't have a title. He may have a title, I didn't get it yet. This is actually kind of one I forgot he did. It's really pretty. This one is Ivy. This one is in the online store. Ivy is $215. This is kind of a one-off that he did of a portrait on wood in this larger size. And he named her Ivy. And this was done in 2019. And if y'all have any questions on these, feel free to let me know. I'll answer what I can or get you answers if you're interested in anything. This sale in the online store goes through next Friday. So it's Friday to Friday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. You have until then to save 25% off everything in the online store, whether that's luxury bead blends, inspiration kits, Allegory Gallery fine pewter, artisan crafted items, stringing materials. We have some beautiful sari silks in there and some side stitch silks, some tubular stitch silk, lots of beautiful things in there. S-word crystal in there, vintage check glass, contemporary check glass, things for Halloween. We got a lot in the online store, 25% off. This is a Ukrainian, I believe, a folk costume that Andrew did a painting of. And this was from 2022. He did this when things started in the Ukraine, when war started there. Traditional costume in the Ukraine. $235 on this one as well. Oops, realized I'm not paying attention to Instagram. Anybody out there? Okay. My Instagram feed stopped. Hopefully everything else is still going. But again, these are all available in the online store. Most of them, unless I tell you otherwise, they're available in the online store, ready for you to grab. What do y'all think? You like getting to see Andrew's artwork? Have you seen all of these before? Do you remember seeing all these before? This one is also $235. I think Andrew started this one as a tutorial on Facebook and YouTube. I believe using a magazine photo that he found, or it's based off of someone in a magazine, and then he went off on that. Susanna's seen some of them. Marianne's seen most of them. Good. Thank you for following along. This was done in 2022 as well. This one, also $235. I love her levitating pearl necklace. And look at those eyelashes and eyebrows and hair. This was done in 2022 as well. Susan says, I always love the pearl necklace one, right? I like this one a lot. And right now, it's 25% off. So it was $235. So that would be what? Close to something around $50 off, something like that. $23.50 and $23.50 is 20, 40, 47, and then another $10, $57, $58 off, something like that. Did I do my math right? That's a great deal on these. Let me tell you exactly, right? $176.25 only with the discount. $176.25. That's crazy. That's a great deal. Yeah, $58.75 off. $58.75 off. What a good deal. Available in the online store, just like everything else in the online store, 25% off with discount code Happy B-Day Andrew for his birthday coming up next Wednesday. All right. All right. Let me grab a few more pieces of art, and then we will move on to some of my pottery to take a look at. All right. Back with some mermaids. So this is an axolotl mermaid. It's a dressed up axolotl. Got the pearl necklace, pearl bracelets. This one is called the Little River Dweller, and it's $248, and it was done in 2020. Little River Dweller, done in 2020. Artwork by Andrew Thornton. And I'm not sure if this one is. Yes, it is. That's in the online store as well. Just type in river and it'll pop up for you. How's everyone doing out there? Any big plans for this weekend? This is the last day I'll see y'all until Monday. Anybody got any plans this weekend? Listen to Siren Song. It's 268. And Siren Song is available in the online store as well. Suzanne has no big plans. I'm going to be here at the store, so I'll be here in Johnstown if you'd like to come by and hang out with me and make some stuff. Marianne says working on Sunday. So you get Saturday off. How's everyone enjoying their Friday night tonight? Is it a peaceful and quiet Friday night, Marianne? Sandra says, I decided while you're showing pieces, I'd make a few pieces for the show. I was going to do a make-along tonight, but I didn't know if on no notice people would want to do that. So maybe we'll plan a make-along for next week sometime. This one is called Scrying, 268 as well. And I believe this one is in the online store as well. Yes. So you can get that in the online store. Scrying is an old divination practice by gazing into reflective surfaces like crystal balls or mirrors, but a dish of water can also be used. So that's where this comes from. Marian says, so that's why, so far it is, I hope you haven't jinxed it. That's why I wasn't going to ask in any more context. This one I do not believe is in the online store. And this one is 268 as well. This is one of his newer pieces. This was from this year, 2024. And I don't think I got this photo taken. I'm realizing I need to take some photos of some artwork. So get these in the online store. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. But I love all the colors of the coral on here, along with her sashes. Look at all such vibrant colors. She looks like she's in a happy place. She's in a happy place. I think I'd be happy in that place too. I feel like that's what the store looked like when Ava was here, and it was definitely a happy place. All the colors and textures. Susan says, I didn't do much today, maybe self-care or just lazy, but I have ideas for a necklace and some spooky earrings. I'm trying out a new recipe for our Maven lunch. Nice. Nice. Suzanne says this is a new one to her. I think this one is also one that came from the Patreon. As a Patreon perk, a digital artwork. This is the original piece available for sale. Hi, Harry. Thanks for joining us. I see we're getting close to our normal time. Maybe more people will be joining us for our normal time. I came on early because I'm at the store. I figured I'd start before I went home. I was up late. I was up off and on all night long, making sure Andrew arrived okay in Providence. So I didn't get much sleep. So I figured I'd start early. And when I got home tonight, I could just be in and quiet with the cats for the rest of the night. This is called Ablaze, and it was done in 2020 as part of the Mermaid series that Andrew did. Ablaze. I love this one. she's like calling all the power to her, I feel like, right? Lighting up that under the sea, those beautiful colors. I need to read the book James by Tuesday for book club, so I guess I'll be doing that this weekend, says Norma. Nice. Are you reading it or are you listening to it, Norma? Marianne loves Ablaze. Me too. I feel like she's calling down the power. She's bringing the power to her. Everything is ablaze in light. Amy stopped by the show today, picked out some things from Ava. That's awesome. Anyone else around the Philly area that got to see Ava and say hi? I miss her already. I wish we could hang out with her more. What kind of goodies did you get, Amy? She has so much good stuff. It's so hard to decide. This one is one of the only mermaid paintings on wood, by the way. This is on wood. The other ones are on canvas. On canvas. All right. Let's move those over here. And I am going to show you, I'm going to actually, what's the easiest way to do this? I'm going to take the camera out because these ones are larger and so these are larger ones. We have this one. A lot of the times, anytime Andrew does a painting of a guy, it sells pretty quickly. This is one that we still have left, probably because we've not really shown it too often. And then we have this one. I think these are $450 for these. So the detail in this is amazing. This is a beautiful kind of fall scene with all these golden colors. And we got glitter beads and multi-layered pieces. Nice. Sorry, everybody, lost my signal or something there for a moment. I love this one so much because of it's so fall-like. And this one I love. I'm missing comments now. People are chatting, thank goodness. I started listening to it on Audible, but I'm not sure if I'll stick to that or switch to the book. You know, they say we remember things better. They're finding that, and I always kind of knew this, but if you listen to the Audible but also read along in the book, things stick with you even more, they say, because you're doing both visual and auditory learning. Susan says, I finished one book yesterday, Touch Not the Cat by Mary Stewart, now starting August Blue by Deborah Levy. Nice. Harry cast 12 new pieces, ghost skulls, some oval earrings, and made some snowflake pendants. Also cooked a pork roast all day. It was good. I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. I had a very mix and match. Oh, let me show you one other one. This is one I think of Andrew's favorites because it's actually a portrait he did of himself as a young child. And this one was done in this year as well. What's better? Probably holding it up is better. And you got all these different colors. The Aurora Borealis. And I want you to see the textures, like these little, look at all these little textures he put in there. Like, I don't know, you can't, that's something you don't get in a photo, right? Can you see them? All these little kind of swirls and circles and loops. And then that's Andrew as a boy with his cat and his doll riding a bear in the blue flowers. These all, actually, this one I believe is in the online store. I think this one is not, and I believe that one is not either. Harry says, Susan, that was one of my favorites from 50 years ago. Nice. Sandra says, that's true. I need to write stuff down in order to remember it, or write down and read it in order to remember it. Marianne loves this one. I'm not sure which one that is. Norma says, I really like that one. I'm not sure which one that is. Amanda loves the bear one. Hello, welcome back, Amanda. And Sandra says, I like the bear one, right? 25% off on these for 1 week. We're going through next Friday. So that'd be a good bit off on that. Those are, that's the same price as this one. So they're $450. Marianne likes the one with the bear too. It'd be $450. So that'd be what, over $100 off? This is the bear also, right? This one is just awesome. Lots of beautiful paintwork in there, different colors. And then Andrew riding his bear with his cat and doll. Super sweet. All right. So that is, there's lots of other artwork around, but that's where I'm going to stop. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. I probably am. I'm going to stop with those for now. And I'm going to grab some of my pottery just to give you a refresh on my pottery. It's all available in the online store. Let me put this artwork back real quick and I'll gather some pottery. Okay, I don't have any of my wood-fired pottery here, but I have a lot of my other pieces. Hello, Dale. Is back at work. Thank you for the work that you do. Okay, so here's one of my pottery pieces. These are available in the online store under William Tries Things, under the William Tries Things collection. I love how this yellow glaze came out. And kind of got thick on one side, dripped down through here, but left this speckled clay revealed. This is done in a speckled clay. So this is the original clay color you can see here. And it just added a little bit of darkness to that, but then dripped the yellow over top of here, which is really cool, I think, how it came out. So that's available in the online store. That starts at $32. And you would get, of course, 25% off. So 32 minus 25% is only $24. $24, it's a good deal. And then we have this one, I created as a tumbler, and I love, love, love this glaze. I love the color. I love how it layered on this clay. I really love everything about this one. I left this bottom pretty plain, and that starts at $30. So 30 minus 25% is $22.50 only. $22.50 for that. I think that's a good deal. And these are all food safe. We use food safe glazes in my pottery class. So they are food safe. And here's a little one. But I made this to be kind of barrel shaped. And I love how whenever you, if you don't do ceramics, you don't know. Sometimes when you combine glazes and glazes run, when they break over different colors, they reveal different kind of colors or patterns in the glaze. So this one is a layered glaze, but you only see like these blue rings right over this break in there, and then it gets almost like a light yellow in this break right here. And then this is the color that it normally is without any of the breaks over the other darker glaze. And again, I left this one very plain on the bottom. $30. Hello, Vanessa. Thanks for joining us. So this would be $22.50 after the discount as well. Available in the online store. Nice little cup. And the ridges actually are really nice because they help you hold on to it. I didn't do handles on these because I love tumblers. But these ridges definitely help if you need a grip. And again, food safe on all of these. This is that same yellow glaze as the first one I showed you. And this is big. This could be used as a cup, or it could be used as a little vase, a small vase. These can be used for a lot of things. Photo props. I know some of you out there use them for your jewelry photo props, and I love seeing that. Thank you so much. This one is $26 before the discount, so with 25% off, that would be $19.50 for this charming little one. It's just a nice little dish. And then an actual mug. I can't believe this one is still available. I like it so much. I always try and do larger handles so that you can definitely fit 2 fingers in there before the turn. Because I have fairly large hands, so maybe it doesn't work for everybody, but I'm usually like crushing my fingers in a handle to actually have space enough to actually grab something. So I like when there's enough room in there that I can get a grip on that and be able to actually drink it without crushing my fingers together. So I try and make a kind of wide-ish handle, a large loop. And this one is $32. So again, what's that, $24 only after the discount. The discount I'm talking about is Happy B-Day Andrew. Use that code in the online store. These are all in the online store. This is under the William Tries Things. And you can save 25% off everything in the online store. And then I did these 2 bowls. They're kind of like a little set. They're sold individually. They're $36 each before the discount. 36 minus 25% is $27 each only. $27 each. Beautiful colors. I love this glaze. I got to try and figure out again what glaze I used on these. Because this is one on the inside, and then I have this other glaze on the outside over that speckled clay, which I think is just beautiful. So that's the smaller-ish. This one's a little bit smaller than the other. This is a little bit bigger. but I did them kind of as a matching pair, or coordinating pair. Let's call it that, a coordinating pair if you wanted both. $27 each after the discount. And if you're local, these are also available in store, and of course you will get the discount in store for anything that's also in the online store. We'll give you the discount here too. It's not like you come here and you pay one price when online you would pay another. We don't want that to happen, right? There are those. And then I have this one. I love this one. This is one of my very favorites. This is 34 minus 25%. It'd be 25.50. 25.50. These are all done on the wheel. So it's a pottery wheel, all handmade by me, hand glazed. I brush the glaze on in multiple coats, usually multiple different glazes combined together. And then I have this bowl. This is 36 before the discount, so $27. Sandra's asking, is that blue or purple? This one, it is more purple. It's purple and kind of purple and green. Purple and green. It looks, what kind of purple would I say? I don't know. It's a light purple. On the camera, it does look kind of blue. It's definitely purple. It's definitely purple in person. Then this one. This was, I think, the first one I did of some new clay that we had. It's a new white clay that we started using. I have not had a lot of success with the new white clay, though. It seems to crack more often. And also, it cracks coming off of oh, I just lost the word, when you take it off the wheel, when it dries. So I've not done a lot. I've been doing a lot in the speckled clay. One, I like the speckled clay better, but the white clay is harder to use for me. And we've had problems, not problems, but other people have experienced that as well in my class. And then the last one I have to show you, Sandra says I might have to buy that one. It's available, $34, available at allegorygallery.com. Use discount code HappyBDayAndrew to save 25%. Or if you got our text message or our email today about the sale, the link is in there. There's a link that automatically adds that discount code to your cart, so you don't have to type it all in. And this is the last one I'm going to show you today. Another nice big handle mug, beautiful color. There's blues in here. There's like kind of magenta, dark wine reds, some purple colors in there, deep purples. This is just a beautiful one, I think. $32 before your discount. Love, love, love that one. All right. All right. So that's the pottery I'm going to show you for today. I have more throughout the store, but some of it's harder to get in the window. But you can take a look at my pottery at allegorygallery.com under the William Tries Things collection. All right. Now, I'm going to pull some necklaces from around the store that Andrew has made, and we're going to take a look at some of those. And maybe some little bracelets and things too. All right. First up is this beautiful vintage pearl necklace. Now, these are not in the online store. So if you want to purchase any of these, please send me an email at info@allegorygallery.com to purchase. But you will get 25% off of these. All right. So this is mainly made up of vintage freshwater pearls. Hello, Michelle. So any of you all out there who have, this is also probably good, it's going to give you some inspiration, right? Remember, don't copy other artists, but this is, when Andrew talks about his caterpillar bracelets, this is what he means, kind of. He made this kind of caterpillar pendant on here that has a chain in there, and then each one of these is individually wire wrapped onto that chain. And he used to make bracelets, his fuzzy caterpillar bracelets like this. So they were usually a lot of times crystals that were done on chain, and each one individually hand wrapped all the way around to make a bracelet. But it's very asymmetrical, right? There's no particular discernible patterns in this. And this is a long necklace. And if you're interested in more details in any of these, let me know. This one is $178 before the discount. So 178 minus 25% is 133.50. 133.50 after the discount. And even though these are not in the online store, I'm giving you the 25% off on these today. And if you come into the store, you can also get the 25% off of them on this week as well, or this weekend. Hello, Suzanne's back from dinner. Thanks for coming back. All right, that's this one. I'm gonna try to put these back on the stands that they were on, so I don't have too much to clean up after the live, right? And sticking with the pearls. Marianne, I believe those are metal. Marianne's asking, is it knotted between the pearls or a seed bead in between? Those are beads. I believe they're metal seed beads or metal spacer beads in between. I think they're a silver metal bead in between. Here's another. It's a bronze pendant. And more freshwater pearls. Most of Andrew's in-betweens are going to be metal spacers. He very rarely knots. He gets that same kind of look with the metal spacers, and because we have such good quality wire like Softflex, he doesn't feel the need generally to knot in between. This is another vintage freshwater pearl necklace. This one is more symmetrical, and it has this beautiful crystal and magnet closure. This one is $115 before the discount. So $115 minus 25%, $86.25. Handmade, hand designed by Andrew. Beautiful, beautiful pearls. Back on here. This is one of my favorites that we've got here. Cheryl says, "Hi, William. Hope you're having a great day. Spend the day walking around downtown Milwaukee with my daughter and enjoyed visiting the museum. Now walking Larry, so I'm listening in." Thank you so much for coming, listening in. Sounds like a great day. I think Andrew's kind of walking around up in Providence, so you're both getting a chance to look around. I have been at the store today, all day, but I'm having fun. This necklace has trade beads, agate, smoky quartz, labradorite, kazuri beads, lapis, apatite, kyanite, and turquoise. This is one of my favorites that he's done. I believe this is a shibuichi, yeah. Shibuichi toggle. These Z agate trade beads, smoky quartz, labradorite, coral, turquoise, kazuri beads, kyanite, apatite, beautiful lapis. I love this necklace so much. I just love the way it's put together. I love the way it looks. This one is $148 only, minus 25%, $111. $111 only. All right, that's that one. Back up here. It's a little steamy. All right. This one has vintage freshwater pearls and seed beads. It has this hook closure, wooden beads, these beautiful stick pearls, and this gigantic shell pendant. Look at these pearls glow. Like the color in these is just amazing. Andrew uses the good stuff when he makes, right? He doesn't put his name on it if it doesn't have the good stuff in there, right? This one is $98 before the discount, minus 25%. Comes to $73.50 only, $73.50. And it looks chunky, but because it's all pearls, wooden beads, and a shell, even though it's big, it takes up space, it's a super light necklace. That's not going to hurt anyone's shoulders there or neck. Super light, but gives a very big visual impact. $73.50 after the discount. If you see any necklaces you like that I'm showing you, these are not in the online store, so please just send us an email. Let me know which one you would like. This one is also $98. And this has the vintage freshwater pearls with the chicken foot pearls and the golden coral sticks. And so it is pretty symmetrical. You get these large pearls down here too. Look at those. Beautiful pearls. This is a really good price on this one. This one normally should be more, but I'm just doing it at 98 tonight. This is probably actually normally 128 to 158. If anyone's interested, $73.50 after the discount. $73.50 after the discount. Another one that makes quite a presentation visually. People have been very interested in this one lately in the store. I've had a number of people comment on it. I think it's because of these. I call them chicken foot pearls. I don't know what their actual name is, but that's what I call them because they look like chicken's feet. Kind of, right? Michelle watched yesterday on her computer while on a over 2-hour phone call. Hopefully that was a good call. Okay, this is polymer clay, amethyst, rose quartz, and glass. So these are polymer clay beads that Andrew created. Each one of these polymer clay canes. Marianne says, or dinosaur feet. I could see that too, right? Chickens are dinosaurs, right? That's what they say. Polymer clay cane beads that he created. So this is a very long necklace. Then you have the glass beads in between. And then you have rose quartz. And then amethyst. Amethyst. So this one, it has no toggle or clasp because it is over the head. Over the head. And it is pretty symmetrical once you find the point. And this one is $160 before the discount. 160 minus 25% is $120. $120. It's a lot of handmade work in that one with those handmade beads. For instance, I do like it, right? A lot of work. Each of those beads was handmade. And if you know any polymer clay artists, you know how much time that takes and how much effort that takes and what polymer clay beads usually go for these days, right? Each one of those beads would be a little bit of money. Andrew's always done his polymer clay a little more inexpensively for people than some other polymer clay artists. And I think he underprices himself. I've tried to get him to raise his prices. I think he's starting to head toward that, but even the latest stuff that he's been making, he's keeping his like pre-pandemic pricing. All right, that one goes over here. Perfect. And I've got 2 more necklaces to show you. This one is also an over the head. And at one point I could read this. Agate, Kazuri, Sardonyx, horn, inlaid horn with metal, Molly wedding, teardrops, and Tibetan silver, $235. This is probably my favorite. I told you that one is one of my favorites. This is probably my favorite necklace, with these inlaid horn, the Mali wedding beads, Kazori beads, the Z agate, you know, the current Z agate, the imitation Z agate. They're not at that price are these real other horn beads in there, sardonyx. I love this necklace. This is one of those that if it doesn't sell at some point soon, I'm probably going to keep it for myself because I could see me wearing this. This is $235, which is a really good price. These are this necklace was made quite a while, and as you can see, the tag is faded on this, and this is made quite a while ago. That brings it down to $176.25. $176.25 for that design work and that combination of beads. I think this is a very genderless necklace, which I really like. And I think it could go equally great, you know, like put it on wearing a suit, put it on while wearing jeans and a t-shirt, put it on while dressing up. You know, I think it could go from casual to formal very easily. There it is. And the last necklace of this evening, I'm going to show you anyway. This has sapphires, labradorite, aquamarine, sterling, tourmalinated quartz, and spinel. There is this great neutral necklace. Yes, it is. So this is the sterling toggle. And this one is $235 as well. You got some of the sapphire up there. And he didn't list ruby, so I'm guessing that's spinel. I think these are pink sapphires. That's why I didn't list rubies. These are pink sapphires and blue sapphires. And I think this is the black spinel, aquamarine, labradorite. Each of these are pink sapphires in between the tourmalinated quartz. Beautiful labradorite. Here's what it looks like laid out. And from top to bottom. And again, this one is $235 before the discount, $176.25 if you're interested. All right. And I think that's it for tonight. I think that's it. So let me flip this camera around. Come on. Oh, let me back up here. Hello. Let me get the camera. I'm gonna crank the camera up. All right. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. I know we started early, so if you missed that, please go back and take a rewatch through the beginning. Mostly showing things, artwork, jewelry, pottery, that is mostly in the online store, except the jewelry. The jewelry is only here in the physical store. So if you'd like to purchase any of that, just send us an email. Screenshot's the best way. But the paintings, most of them, not all of them, most of them are in the online store, and you can save 25% off with Happy B-Day Andrew as your discount code. And also, same thing goes for the pottery. You can save 25% on the pottery. Again, all of this is going toward Andrew's birthday. He's been trying to do a trip or something, and I'm trying to, we're doing the online sale to try to raise money for that. And that will go through next Friday. I don't know when, depending on if we make enough to be able to do anything, whether we do it over the weekend or whether we do it on his actual birthday. I'd like to take him somewhere for his actual birthday, so we'll see. Yeah, so thank you all so much for all of your support, for watching tonight. Marion says, drive home carefully, William. Everyone have a great night. Yes, it is very dark, and I am heading over the deer-studded mountains, so I am going to be very careful. Yeah, Suzanne says, good show. Everyone have a great weekend. You all have a great weekend too. Yes, please have a great weekend. If you have any questions with anything, you know how to reach us, info@allegorygallery.com. I got through some of my emails today, but not everything. So I'll be working on emails throughout the weekend. Yeah, that's all. If you're in Johnstown, come visit me. Come say hi, because Andrew's not around. And I'll be home alone with the cats, so it'll be nice to talk to people. If you're around here in Johnstown, I'll be here 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. And I look forward to all my friends stopping in to see me, right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday, if not before. Who knows? I might get lonely and jump on. You never know. Bye, everybody.